In the world of social media, we're always told that bigger is better, right? More followers, more likes, more reach. But what if that's not the whole story? There's this fascinating trend bubbling up where, believe it or not, smaller is becoming way, way more powerful. So let me just throw this out there. Could having 1,000 super engaged followers actually be more valuable than having 1 million who just kind of scroll by? I know, it sounds crazy, and it pretty much challenges everything we thought we knew about what it means to have influence online. Okay, so let's get into it. To even begin to answer that question, you first have to understand this new kind of creator who's really shaking things up. So let's talk about the nano-influencer. So what is a nano-influencer? Well, on paper, it's someone with a follower count somewhere between 1,000 and 10,000. But honestly, that number is just the beginning. The real magic, the secret ingredient, is that last part, a highly engaged niche audience. That's everything. And this is where we get to the heart of it, the paradox that makes this whole thing so interesting. It's this idea that a smaller, more focused audience can actually create a much bigger, more meaningful impact. And here's the proof. I mean, just look at this. While the mega influencers are kind of shouting into a stadium of millions, nano-influencers are having a real conversation. The difference in engagement rates, the actual percentage of people liking, commenting, and sharing, it's just staggering. For brands, that's not just some vanity metric. That's pure gold. It means people are actually paying attention. So what's the secret sauce here? How are they getting this incredible level of engagement? Well, it really just boils down to one word, one super powerful ingredient: authenticity. And this really shows you the difference. Think about it. A mega influencer is kind of like a celebrity on a stage. It's broad, it's distant, but a nano-influencer, that's a deep two-way street. It feels less like an ad and more like getting a recommendation from a good friend you really, really trust. And that changes the whole game. It really all comes down to this one idea. The key to their success lies in authenticity and relatability. These aren't some untouchable stars. They're just regular people who are super passionate about something, and they share that passion. That genuine vibe is what builds such a strong, loyal community. Okay, so this deep connection and trust, it's not just about building a feel-good community. It's actually a pretty powerful economic engine. So let's look at how these creators are turning all that authentic passion into actual paychecks. Well, there are a few main ways they're doing it. A lot of them use affiliate marketing. They recommend products they genuinely love and get a small cut. They'll also do sponsored posts, but only for brands that actually make sense for their audience. And my favorite part? They often team up with small businesses that their followers are genuinely excited to discover. So, are you feeling a little inspired? Maybe you're thinking about your own hobbies and passions and wondering, hey, could I build a community around that? Well, you're in luck, because this last part is basically a little playbook for you. And honestly, it's simpler than you might think. First, find your niche passion. What's the one thing you could talk about forever? Vintage video games, urban gardening, whatever it is, lean into it. Second, create consistent, good quality content around that passion. And third, and this is probably the most important step, engage with your community. Like, really engage. Answer DMs, reply to comments, build actual friendships. So if you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this. When it comes to having real influence, making a real connection, we're learning that size just isn't everything. And I think this quote just captures the whole spirit of this movement perfectly. It's a great reminder that in a world obsessed with going big, sometimes smaller can be mightier. Which kind of leaves us with one last big question to think about. In this super loud, crowded digital world where everyone is yelling for attention, maybe, just maybe, the future of influence is actually small.